Learners, still now we have learned about the first week course on concept of quality, and now in the second week in the video 4, the introduction to total quality management presented by Dr. N. Venkateshwarlu. First of all, total quality management burst on the international scale in the early 1980s. Individuals such as Juran and Deming achieved guru status by extolling its virtues. Edward Deming introduced the process of statistical measures during the period 1939 and 45 to control quality. He showed that process operator could eliminate 15% of causes of variations and management accountable for 85%. However, American managers did not appreciate this conclusion initially. Deming's philosophy was, however, taken seriously by the Japanese industrialists, and they applied his technology enthusiastically. The outcome was turn around of Japan's industrial fortune. Since then, Western managements are attempting to follow the Japanese example by adopting a consistent approach to quality. This new mantra that a consistent and persistent investment in quality will eventually pay off is deeply imbibed in the philosophy of TQM. TQM is the integration of all functions and processes within an organization in order to achieve continuous improvement of quality of goods and services. This goal is customer satisfaction. Objectives. After listening this lecture, you should be able to define TQM, appreciate importance of TQM, understand philosophy of TQM, reasons for popularity of TQM. What is total quality management? Total quality management refers to total involvement of employees in an organization together in bringing about quality satisfaction by promoting a participative culture. The fundamental point in TQM is the definition of customer. Earlier definition of customer include one who was impacted by the product. The TQM philosophy extends the concept of impact to every individual or department within the organization. What it means, the quality TQM says that involving people from starting from the supplier to the end customer, the total, which is known as a customer chain or supply chain. In this each process, in the process, each person will become a supplier or sometimes a customer, so that in the each place one has to deliver a customer required quality product. That is the philosophy of a total quality management. The external customer is only the final part in the customer chain. This makes everyone a customer of and a supplier to someone else in the chain. The new definition of customer asks for altogether different outlook to the questions about responsibility of quality. Since quality inputs and outputs are demanded and expected at every point on the chain, no one is spared from the performing quality function. In fact, quality becomes a routine duty of every individual. This is the new culture of TQM. In this new culture, the people will behave in a different manner, so that the quality has to come as it is. Means one should understand it. In the quality culture, each and every person involves, each and every person knows what he has to produce, what is the requirement of a customer, what is the measurement, what machine he has to utilize for a particular purpose, what tools he has to use for a particular purpose. So like that, each person knows about the quality, knows about the dimensions, knows about the functions of that product, so that he can produce according to that standards. That is the philosophy of a total quality management. There are interesting features in this work culture. Firstly, that is problem solving effort. TQM transcends across organizational hierarchical boundaries. This implies that manager and the worker are equally involved in decision making and performing a job. This also implies that both of them have a potential to introduce creativity, innovation in problem solving. So any problem comes in the TQM culture, it says that the employees as well as the managers and top management, everybody involved to solve those problems by giving their suggestions, taking some decisions by involving all the people, involving those who are involving in developing a particular product, or those who are involving in some problem came, so some team will come and identify that problem and work like a team and solve those problems. That is the culture of a TQM. Secondly, the TQM invokes the leaders of an organization to create a vision and establish a mission. The vision is the hope of a better tomorrow and even better of being the number one, the best in the class tomorrow. The top managers themselves are the advocates of change and also the motivators. The process of change includes commitment to the technical challenges, new methods and techniques, and social tasks. This is called strategic planning. Thirdly, TQM gives a sense of ownership to all the employees, thus empowering them to make decisions. This motivates the morale of the people in customer chain and in effect breeds teamwork too. And lastly, TQM philosophy advocates that tools through which quality is achieved, technology, methods and innovators are always using and improving. Thus, an organization practicing TQM achieves quality with a consistent and persistent efforts. Here, I would like to explain the quality. Those industries implemented total quality management in their manufacturing systems, starting from customer to supplier to customer end. So they gain enormous profits, or they are reducing the cost and improving the profits. In that way, the TQM helps the companies to enhance their capabilities. The concept of TQM. TQM is based on number of ideas. It is a philosophy. It gives number of ideas. It is the process of understanding each and every process in the manufacturing process. Any product we are manufacturing or any services we are giving, so there they will identify. It is a philosophy. It's nothing but what way we can achieve the best quality, better quality. So here it means thinking about quality in terms of all functions the enterprise, and is a start to finish process that integrates interrelated functions at all levels. It is a systems approach that considers every interaction between the various elements of the organization. Thus, overall effectiveness of the systems is higher than the sum of the individual outputs from the subsystem. Thus, subsystems include all the organizational functions in the life cycle of the product, such as design, planning, production, distribution, and field services. TQM Principles of Objectives. TQM employs a common sense system for measuring and analyzing a given process in order to find a better way of doing work. TQM should help to do a better job by bringing people together for discussion and exchange of ideas, developing an alert, open-minded, questioning attitude on the part of all employees, eliminating fear at all levels of the organization, to monitor performance and customer satisfaction levels, to identify improvements necessary in the customer interface, to deliver improved products and services at the lower cost, to assess and agree to the customer requirements, and lastly, to tailor outputs to the customer demand. These are the various principles. Then salient features of the TQM. The continuous improvement. This helps to enhance the value of the organization operation and output. Continuous improvement means that new products are launched or existing products and services are improved. This can be accomplished by reducing errors, defects and waste. So how you will improve your continuous improvement? That is by reducing the errors in the processes, or reducing the defects, or totally reducing the waste. So this is one objective. Then improving responsiveness and cycle time performance, and improving productivity and effectiveness. Application of quality methods. In TQM culture, quality methods are applied to entire organization from management to accounting to manufacturing, service and every other sub-entity in the organization. This ensures that everyone in the customer chain within an organization understand the company's motives. Reasons for popularity of TQM. So why TQM has gained more popularity? What is the reason? What are the impacts of TQM? So all these we will learn. TQM has become the synonym of the success for most of the organizations in the world, and in this gaining popularity day by day, the reason can be attributed to the beneficial consequences of TQM. So what it says, any company, the manufacturing companies nowadays are implementing TQM, but those who implemented TQM, they are gaining enormous profits. They are reducing the losses. Like the Mahindra and Mahindra, they have first in India, they have implemented total quality management. Later, other companies also came into implementation of TQM. It gives that those who implemented TQM, it gives the guaranteed customer satisfaction and increased market share. Then cost reduction also takes place by reducing the defects, reducing the waste. Then conducive environment. So by creating conducive environment also, it impacts the productivity. The employees feel happy. The providing conducive environment in between the employees, automatically the productivity will be increased. Then new definition to success. It's nothing but the implementation of TQM has given a new definition of success. So these are the various reasons of popularity of TQM. First one, guaranteed customer satisfaction and increased market share. How we will achieve that? The TQM culture, the customer is the most important part of the process line, and if process quality is attained, customer satisfaction is guaranteed. So first of all, we should not think that we have to satisfy customer like, but we have to achieve the process quality also. Then only the customer will feel happy. That is the reason the TQM is gaining importance. Quality product and services ensure not only the customer future return, but also fewer complaints and lower warranty costs. Higher profits improve reputation and hence increase the market share. The reasons for popularity. The cost reduction. This is one reason. Earlier I also given the cost reduction. Decrease in cost under warranty is not only cost reduction to be achieved. The higher the quality, the lower the number of inferior products. Means lower the rejection levels, or lower the inferior. Inferior means we have standard a particular level and we achieved below that, then we call it as inferior products. The reason for reduction is cost due to high quality or less consumption of energy and savings of working hours. Then less replacement of materials. So suppose any problem comes, then we have to replace after sales, after selling our vehicle, or it may be a watch, it may be a mobile phone, any product. If we sell and if any problem comes, then we will replace. Then cost will be increased. So that we have to reduce. Less stoppage or machine for inspection of final product. So because of if there is no any problem in the product, then there is no need of stopping any machine. so the productivity will be increased. The effect of cost reduction leads to prompt deliveries and higher productivity levels and lower cost for repair and reworking. Conducive environment. Creating a conducive environment. The leader of the company, he creates the conducive environment and gets the output more or improves the productivity of that shop floor. So that is the impact of conducive environment. TQM provides an environment where fear is eliminated. When fear is absent, it leads to consequences where employees take pride in their work because they can admit to their mistakes and provide opinion. Employees feel respected and accepted because they feel as a part of the team, and employees strive not only for their own interest but also for the interest of the organization. Here I would like to explain the employee satisfaction is very much important. We always think about the customer satisfaction. Here the employee satisfaction also very much important. So in the TQM philosophy, it says employee satisfaction also one of the factor. By creating conducive environment, the employees feel very happy and they can, if any commit mistake, they accept and they can rectify through processes. That is the importance of a total quality management. New definition to success. This is also one of the reasons that is success in TQM practiced organizations is measured not only by customer satisfaction, profit, market share, but also by improved employee morale or employee satisfaction, efficiency in operation. The employee is satisfied, his operation efficiency can be improved. Then fewer complaints will become. So there is no complaints from the employees or the customers, and improved industrial relations will be increased and happier working environment will be created. On the whole, investment in continuous total quality improvement will guarantee the survival and prosperity of the business, the protection of investment, future dividends, and more jobs will be created. This is the reason the popularity of TQM. Axioms of TQM. The essential element of TQM as a process-oriented approach can be represented by only three main principles. One is commitment, second one is scientific knowledge, and third one is involvement. Commitment to never-ending quality improvement. One should have that commitment. We should not stop, or we have achieved this quality, so we should stop the quality checking. No, it's not like that. We should have a commitment to never-ending quality improvement process. Then scientific knowledge of the proper tools and techniques for the technical change. If any change takes place in the running the process, so that technology we must implement, the technology we must give the training to the employees, even engineers, supervisors, anybody, they should have the knowledge about the new changes taking place in the technology. Then third one is involvement, all in one team for the social change. Everybody should be work as a team so that the social change takes place and everybody can understand easily how to achieve a quality product, how to improve a quality of a product. Also called here the axioms of TQM. Above three fundamentals characteristics are of equal significance and hence can represented at the corners of the equilateral triangle. It is also known as joiner's triangle. In the triangle we have these three: commitment, scientific knowledge, and then involvement. So the commitment, when TQM is being practiced within the organization, the aim of the organization to be the best in its kind. For this, it needs to change in attitudes and culture, something that is impossible unless there is a real commitment to quality from the senior management. The management must regard the workforce as an asset and must be willing to invest in the future developments of the workforce. However, the commitment should not be restricted to slogans and meetings only. Slogans demanding quality from everyone are not likely to achieve anything but frustration, anxiety, and isolation. Some of the ways to motivate the workforce include proper working conditions, adequate education and training, good communication and cooperation, modern leadership rather than strict bossism. So nowadays leadership is an important, bossism has gone. So those who perform a better leadership, cordial leadership, or those companies are improving their processes and enhancing their profits. Good incoming materials and equipment, appropriate quality tools, and job satisfaction and incentives to workforce for good work. So these are the various motives to enhance the quality of product. Scientific knowledge. The best way forward for improving process is use of scientific approach, not opinion or emotion. A proper scientific approach helps managers focus their attention on individuals and take decisions based on facts, unlike conventional wisdom. Scientific procedures like statistical methods help exploit information generated by the processes and are used to anticipate, identify, and correct mistakes. The main advantage of scientific knowledge are as follows. It provides a common language which can facilitate communication between the different departments and between different individuals. Scientific knowledge helps employees in owning the responsibility for quality and certain quality problems as they arise. The role of TQM should be that of coordination, education, and scientific support throughout the organization. Involvement. This cornerstone is concerned with the social change of feeling that all are part of the one team in the organization. The capacity of problem solving increases many times when there is a common effect. Employees will contribute if they know that genuine effort will always be successful in their endeavors. This is because teamwork provides a strong capacity to absorb occasional failures. This team spirit's efforts should be extended outside the company to include the subcontractors and suppliers. So by including these subcontractors and suppliers, the quality of raw materials can be improved. Valuable tools for the quality. There are different tools. There are about 40 different tools are there. At present, there are more than 40 quality tools. In this section, 7 most commonly used quality tools used in conjunction with TQM shall be discussed. Here in the 7, first one is cause and effect diagram, second one is flowchart, third is Pareto chart, fourth one is run chart, and fifth one is control chart, sixth one is correlation chart, and seventh one is histograms. The cause and effect diagram. What is a cause and effect diagram? A cause and effect diagram is used when the need is to identify, explore, and display the possible causes of a specific problem or condition. Suppose a machine is breakdown. So what is the cause? We have to identify those causes. For that we use cause and effect diagram. Or sometimes a problem is coming in a casting process. There also we can there are various problems may be occurred. So some problems may be more and some problems may be less. So depending upon that will be identified by this cause and effect diagram. It was introduced by Kaoru Ishikawa, a Japanese scientist, and this diagram is also known as Ishikawa diagram. This diagram looks like fishbone, therefore it is also called as a fishbone diagram. Major causes are primary causes, and contributing factors or minor causes within a major cause are listed as the small bones attached to the large bone. So in the fishbone diagram it will be defined like that. So this you can learn through the studying your materials. Flowchart. This is the second tool in the total quality management. The flowchart is a pictorial representation showing all the steps of the processes. A flowchart consists of various symbols arranged in a sequential order that represent the flow of information. Flowcharts are used to document a process. By creating and studying flowcharts, the management can often uncover sources of trouble as well as solution to the problems. That is the help of a flowchart. Then third one is the Pareto chart. A Pareto chart analysis is chart based on Pareto Principles. This principle states that majority part of the problems may be due to the small number of causes. For example, 80% of the problems can be traced to 20% of the causes. The chart shows factors or causes arranged in descending order of magnitude from left to right. This helps to determine first which problem to solve in what order. For example, there are 5 causes of defects in casting. The majority of castings are rejected due to glow holes, that is 50%. So it can be tackled first. Like that, so the Pareto chart can be utilized in the manufacturing processes. The learners here you can figures are given in the chapters. So here I could not give. So you please read the unit, then you can able to understand better. Then run chart. A run chart is used to monitor a process to see whether or not the long range average is changing. This is the simplest tool to construct and use. These charts are directly recorded by machine when it is running. A pencil is fixed to the machine spindle, which moves on a graph like paper roll. This graph indicates machine performance, settings, vibrations, etc. in the machine and other machine related problems. So seismograph used to record earthquake intensity is an example of run chart. Control charts. These are the very important charts, and this will be further learned in the other weeks also. But here I would like to introduce about the control chart. A control chart is simply a run chart which statistically determine upper and lower control limits, that is UCL and LCL respectively, drawn on either side of the process average. Being in control simply means that the process is consistent. This is observed in chart when no data points fall outside the control lines. Data points should not go beyond either in lower control limit or upper control limit. It should be in between. Then only the product is accepted. Then only we feel that the quality of product we have achieved. That is the importance of the control chart. Then correlation chart. A correlation chart measures the performance of one factor compared to another and helps to determine what relationship, if any, exists. So that is the importance of a correlation chart. Then finally, histogram. A histogram is a bar graph that gives a pictorial representation of data. The intervals are shown on x-axis and the number of scores in each interval is represented by the height of a rectangle located above the interval. So this is an histogram. So learners, now the endpoints of TQM. TQM means a constant endeavor to fulfill and preferably exceed customer needs and expectation at the lowest cost with expected quality levels. The what TQM says? TQM says we must produce the quality products which should satisfy, not only satisfy, it should delight the customer needs. The next one is TQM is system that comprises a set of integrated philosophies, quality tools and processes used to accomplish business objectives by creating delighted customers. TQM invokes the leaders of an organization to create a vision and establish a mission. The vision is the hope of the better tomorrow and even best in the class tomorrow. TQM gives a sense of ownership to all the employees, thus empowering them to make decisions. This motivates the morale of the people in customer chain and in effect breeds teamwork too. The conclusion. Learners, in this video you have learned about what is TQM, concept of TQM, philosophy of TQM, principles of objectives, reasons for popularity of TQM, axioms of TQM and valuable tools for quality. Learners, you can see the next video will explain you concept of Kaizen in TQM. Learners, please don't forget to read the units completely to understand better all the concept of TQM. Thank you very much.